So after scrolling through Twitter and spending some time on people's live streams, I sat down to make a video about why people need to stop comparing Battlefield 2042 to games like Warzone. It was at that moment I realised that Warzone is probably contributing more than you think to Battlefield's biggest problem. So while Battlefield and Warzone are both FPS games, that's pretty much where their similarities stop. Their core gameplay loop is completely different, and comparing the two is like comparing apples to oranges. Call of Duty at its core is a first-person multiplayer experience. While it does have some similar game modes to Battlefield, the experience is purely based around that first-person, single-player, multiplayer experience. With the addition of Warzone and then bolting on a Battle Royale experience to a game like Call of Duty, it naturally brought a more team-based, squad-based experience to the Call of Duty franchise. But that doesn't change that at its core, Call of Duty is a game that can be played by one player focusing on nothing but kills. And this is just shown more and more as the skill gap grows between novice players and pro players. With the development of things like 2v2 kill races and kill race based tournaments, it shows the core gameplay mechanics for what they really are. Battlefield, on the other hand, has always been a squad and objective-based experience. While it does have TDM-style game modes, Conquest and Big Team Conquest have been at the heart of the experience. One of the things that I've seen and felt is massively lacking from the 2042 beta is the lack of that team play. And I'm not alone in this. It's all over Reddit, it's all over Twitter, and it's in a lot of the chats in the live streams. While I do think there is some work to be done on the specialists in Battlefield 2042, I don't think this is the sole issue. Tactical Brits made a great video on the specialist system and what can be done to improve it, so I'm not going to go into that here. Check that out if you haven't already seen it. I personally think the fact that Warzone has dominated the FPS space for the last 2 years and has people in the mentality of playing for high kill games and not being used to being in an environment where you're highly rewarded for not only playing the objective of the game, but also supporting your squad mates. I've played quite a few hours on Battlefield 2042 now and have been rezzed I think approximately 5 times. The lack of ammo crates, heal crates, and general support from your squad mates, especially if they're random queue, really leaves quite a little to be desired. DICE have definitely incentivised players. The problem is, I think everybody's forgotten how to play Battlefield. I think after 2 years of running around, trying to be as sweaty as possible in games like Warzone, and only having other FPS multiplayer experiences like Black Ops Cold War, and 2019 Modern Warfare, we really need to give it some time for people to remember exactly what it's like to play as a squad and to support your squad. Most of the functionality for the core class-based system is still in Battlefield 2042, but not only is it unclear that you're going to be heavily rewarded for this, it's also not how players have developed to play first-person shooter games. I think DICE really need to find a way to slow down players and remind them of the core gameplay loop that we all know and love from the Battlefield franchise. I'm no gameplay mechanic expert, so I don't have a solution for this, but I think we do need to do what we can do to remind players that this isn't Call of Duty, and there are things that are more important than getting high kill games. Maybe this isn't what players want anymore, and while there will always be the core fan base that will want to play the objectives, the majority of casuals will have probably spent a lot of the last couple of years playing Battle Royale experiences like Warzone and Fortnite, where if not anything, at least your ego is rewarded for getting a high kill game. With the more multiplayer-like casual respawning that comes with a game like Battlefield, the weight and the importance that we put on a single life or a single spawn in games is vastly reduced. One of the reasons why Battle Royales are so addictive and so popular is because the lives and the spawns that you have are so high consequence. If you die, there's quite a lot of work to be done to get you back on the battlefield. Finding a way to slow down that respawn time, to give each spawn a bit more gravity, I think would really help in bringing players back down to earth and getting them to engage in that core Battlefield playstyle. Please let me know your thoughts on these opinions, whether it's pure rubbish or you completely agree, down in the comments. Any feedback for this that we can pass on to DICE and EA would be amazing. Just remember guys, different games require different energy and they require different tactics and different ways of playing. For me personally, I've definitely found an adjustment to get back into a Battlefield game after not playing Battlefield since Battlefield 4. But I can say, once I have slowed myself down, I really enjoyed it. If you've enjoyed, please consider subscribing for more videos like these, for more FPS games, Warzone, Battlefield, Halo. Drop a like on the video if you've enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Peace.